Yo, what's happening, my people? It's your boy Chance Jollivet, aka Smooth, back with another video. Today, what we talking about? Invincible, season 3, episode 5. This was supposed to be easy. Ain't nothing about this episode was easy right here. Man, we start off, we see this brother walking down the street. He's suited, tied, and everything, suited and booted. It's like, if you haven't been paying attention to the show, you probably would forget about him. But this is Titan from earlier on. Like, he was a street level villain and stuff, and he ended up being pulled in some stuff, and Mark helped him and whatever. So this is like a throwback to earlier times in Invincible, but like just another recurring character. To me, I think this is a play on like Luke Cage. Like, his power is like he turns into rock. So it's kind of like Thing as well, but I would think he was like more of a Luke Cage clone or whatever. But anyways, so we got Kate's brother, Multiple. Like, that's a duplicate in Multiple. Yeah, but anyways, so they trying to break him. Well, he's trying to break himself out of prison. And so he keeps duplicating himself, like to the point where he's crushing himself and it bursts the doors open and stuff. So his powers is he can duplicate himself into multiple times and stuff. And as long as one clone is still alive, he's alive. So you got to kill all of them. So he's very hard to kill or whatever. But he tried to break out of prison and he was so close. But yeah, it didn't work out. And we get a little bit of their backstory. Like, their father kind of let Multiple and Duplicate be taken when they were younger or whatever, and be trained to be assassins and stuff. She went another way to become a superhero with the Guardians, etc. He went another way, being assassin for hire and stuff. So that is their little backstory. We see a little bit about that. Mark, he kind of got caught getting his groove on and stuff. Like, Oliver sells him out. They were wrestling all night, I know. And so, yeah, they still ready to move out and get on their own. The thing about it is they got to figure out how to get some money and stuff. The thing about it is, like, Kate controls, like, atoms and matter and stuff. I said Kate, I mean Eve. So Eve controls matter, atoms, and all that stuff. She can make gold out of thin air. So that's like easy solution, but they devise a plan to make Invincible ink. So they're gonna guard the prison. If anything happens with the superhero prison or whatever, they will be on call and go help. And oddly enough, this episode has a lot to do with the prison and the people that are there. So they picked a bad time to want this job right here, because it's gonna get a little hairy. Like, Oliver disappears on this episode. Like, we see him and you think he's probably out fighting crime or whatever, but he's still a kid. He wants to be a kid, and he finds his little group. So he out going skateboarding that night and stuff. And it was a little scary moment, because if you know, like, Oliver looked like he was about to become a killer. And so bullies try to run up on him. It's like, y'all don't know who y'all messing with. Like, but luckily he just pantses them. He takes their pants off and stuff and embarrasses them, because that could have really got ugly with Oliver. And then with his disposition, yeah. So one punch from him, yeah, he would have sent their ass to Mars or whatever. So yeah. Rex, he's a character on here that I've grown to like. He's starting to grow up a little bit. Like, he has this relationship with Ray that is starting to blossom a little bit. So he's cooking and stuff like that. Like, it's not a big part of the episode, but I just want to recognize that Rex growing as a character on here, and like his maturization or whatever. So we got the prison break. Invincible is on call, and Titan shows up on the scene. So he's the one causing the ruckus at the prison, but really he just wanted to get Invincible's attention. So he wants his help. I gotta break Multiple out because they are threatening my family and this and that. And you see what I did with the hood. Like, me becoming a bigger figure in running this little section of the hood. The hood is good. So you want me to stay on as this figurehead rather than somebody else, and they're gonna let it deteriorate into nothing. So Mark has kind of a conundrum on his hands, but he wants to do the right thing. He's like, I gotta send you to prison. But homeboy gets away. But Mark is confused. Like, should I help him or not? But like, he wants to stay on the moral side of goodness or whatever. But we see Mr. Lou. Like, he is the big boss of the order right now. And like, we've been hearing about him in this episode, but like, he's the truth. He whips Titan's ass and he goes to the prison. Like, his powers is like, he turns into a big dragon, and the dragon is super powerful. But he has a vulnerability, because whenever he becomes the dragon, his human body is left behind unguarded and stuff. If you destroy the human body, you kill him. So that is his vulnerability. But he is out fighting Mark and Eve, and he kicking their ass. He kicking their ass. Mark is holding his own, but it's tough. And Eve, she's trying to prevent the collateral damage and stuff. Like, all the prisoners are starting to escape. She's trying to get them back in lock and key and stuff. So Multiple, she's locking him back up, and all the other prisoners or whatever. And it becomes hairy towards the end. And like, spoiler alert, but you probably watched the episode or whatever. And homeboy's about to look like he about to kill Invincible. But it's crazy, like, somebody being that powerful or whatever, and like this entity, you see how powerful Mark had got at the beginning of the series with him training and stuff. And you would think there isn't really anybody on Earth until like the Viltrumites come to Earth that really can hang with him. But homeboy is about to eat him. But we got Machine Head, and he was one of the big bosses early on in the series and stuff, back in that old saga. And so he breaks out of prison and he kills Mr. Luke, and so kills the body. So the dragon disappears. So Mark and them is like, whew. But so Mr. Machine Head, he is back in charge. Titan threatens him and stuff. He's like, look, I want my little part of the city. Y'all do y'all thing. Y'all leave me alone or something. So they kind of go their separate ways. Machine Head's like, yeah, homeboy smarter than he appears. Like, we're gonna have to watch out for him or whatever. But Mark, this did a number on his mental well-being. Like, he almost got 8 and stuff. It was a conundrum of what was the right thing to do in this situation and stuff like that. So then Oliver sneaking out and wanting attention and stuff. He like, yeah, so we need to slow down on this apartment thing. And then Eve is like, yeah, we need to slow down, period, of our relationship. We was getting a little too ahead of ourselves. So Mark and Eve, they're gonna slow down a little bit, be a little bit more casual, I guess. But the end of the episode, we got like little Easter eggs and stuff. So we see Duplicate, and she sees like some paper mache little men that you stretch out and become a lot of people. So basically, Multiple, one of his clones or whatever, did get loose, so he's free. So Multiple, he's out, and somehow Mr. Lou has survived because his bodyguard has the body, and then his spirit comes out of his mouth and then goes back into Mr. Lou's body. So he has something mystical about him. Like, he seems like he's very powerful, and we probably will see him again. I don't know about in this season or seasons in the future or something, but he's gonna be somebody to maybe watch out for. But it was a cool episode, man. It wasn't like it's cool that they could still have like Earth situations and still like Mark have his back against the wall, because you see, it seems like he's so powerful now. He got to go like intergalactic for him to find like a good fight or anything. But there are still some powerful people on Earth. I would like to see like Mr. Lou character, like the dragon, fight against like the Viltrumite, like the dude, I don't know what his name is. I know they call him a little funny name, but the one that's supposed to be coming to Earth. We haven't seen him yet with the big mustache. Like, if you read the comic book or whatever, like, yeah, I like to see Mr. Lou fight against him. I think, yeah, he'll fuck Mr. Lou up. But anyways, man, this is a good episode. Quick little rundown or whatever. Talk about the episode. What have you thought about this season so far? I love it. It's one of the best series out. If you like animation, watch Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. That has just came to a close, dog. Why? Chef's Kiss. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Like, I know that's a different thing, but dog, watch that. Like, I didn't do any videos on that because I'm not trying to be. It's not animation channel or anything, but yeah. Anyways, man, like, comment, subscribe. Gonna be the greatest and most hated, man. I'll let you boy.